Greetings everyone! In this video we'd like to showcase the Underrot dungeon from Battle for Azeroth expansion, which is soon to join Mythic Plus rotation. Enemies before the first boss. Fetid maggots spew their rotten bile in a cone in front, dealing periodic damage each 2.5 seconds. Blood ticks apply a stacking serrated fangs effect with their attacks. They also explode on death, dealing damage to players. Blood Matron casts Blood Harvest, charging and dealing damage to a random player. After charging, Matron performs Savage Cleave in a cone in front, cleaving and bleeding enemies caught in the area. Matron will also cast War Cry, greatly increasing attack speed of all allies in the area for 8 seconds. Fanatical headhunters throw barbed spears at random players. Adding to that, they also cast Hooked Snare, trying to immobilize and deal damage to their targets. Blood Priests possess 3 spells, 2 of which can empower her allies. Blood Bolts are straightforward, dealing damage to a random player. Their Dark Reconstitution heals a nearby ally with low amount of health, while their Gift of Gahun ability blesses an ally with immortality for 20 seconds. Befouled Spirits use Dark Omen on random players, which deals damage during a 6-second channel to both the player and to their allies nearby. Their Harrowing Despair spell deals massive damage in a great 100 yards radius. First boss, Elder Leaxa. When stuck by any ability during the encounter, players will be affected by Taint of Gahun. The effect deals periodic damage and absorbs some amount of healing, and it can stack. Blood Bolt, an interruptible spell, deals damage to current target. Creeping Rot. After a 3-second cast, an area of corruption starts moving towards a direction, dealing damage in its path. After teleporting to a random player, Elder Leaxa starts casting Sanguine Feast, dealing great damage in a 4 yards area after a 2-second cast time. Blood Mirror ability allows Elder Leaxa to create bloody effigies that mirror her abilities. Enemies after the first boss, Feral Bloodswarmer with an active thirst for blood will focus its attention on a random target. Their Sonic Screech can interrupt spell casting and deals physical damage. Living Rot creates waves of decay that deal periodic damage to players. Diseased Lasher casts Decaying Mind, stunning its target and applying a healing absorption effect. Second boss, Cragmaw the Infested. When using any of the abilities, Cragmaw will shed blood tick larvae from its body. Players need to stomp the larvae before their metamorphosis concludes. Otherwise, larvae will become ticks that can stack bleeding effects on players with their attacks. Cragmaw attacks with 2 abilities: Indigestion, which deals damage in a cone in front, and Charge, which allows the boss to charge a random target, knocking enemies in its path. During the fight, Cragmaw will accumulate energy. Reaching 100 energy allows the boss to throw a tantrum, dealing AoE physical damage to all players. Enemies after the second boss, Reanimated Guardian possess Bone Shield ability, absorbing incoming damage. Fallen Deathspeaker can apply Wicked Embrace. The effect lasts 20 seconds, dealing periodic damage. Deathspeaker's Wicked Frenzy empowers allies around them. Grotesque Horror has 2 spells, Void Spit and a channel spell, Dark Echoes. Bloodsworn Defiler uses a Withering Curse channel spell, for 10 seconds increasing damage taken of all their enemies nearby and decreasing damage they deal by 10%. Shadowbolt Volley deals heavy damage to players. Adding to that, Deathspeaker can summon a AA Spirit Drain totem, stunning and dealing damage to nearby enemies. Third boss, Sporecaller Zancha. Boundless Rot summons spore pods, covering the area. When Zancha energy reaches 100, he will use Festering Harvest to destroy remaining spore pods, affecting players with Decaying Spores effect in the process. Same effect is applied when players are to destroy a spore pod or a spore itself by coming too close. Spores spread from destroyed spore pods. Making use of boss's abilities allows to safely destroy spore pods. Shockwave slams the ground in a frontal cone, targeting the tank. Zancha will periodically use Upheaval, rupturing earth beneath 2 targets, dealing damage and knocking them in the air. Enemies before the last boss, Faceless Corruptor's maddening gaze deals damage and causes players to flee in horror for 5 seconds. Its abyssal reach summons tentacles, which attack all enemies in front of them. Final boss encounter, Unbound Abomination. Unbound Abomination is protected by the blood barrier, absorbing incoming damage. As the damage is being absorbed, Abomination will collect blood energy. When collected blood energy reaches 100, blood visage are spawned from its body. Each visage has a fatal link connecting it to Abomination's body, damaging it when destroyed. The boss will use Vile Expulsion targeting a random player, dealing damage in a cone and leaving pockets of corruption. Corruption left by Vile Expulsion will from time to time create rotting spores, which move towards players, with each spore dealing damage if it manages to reach. Unbound Abomination applies a stacking putrid blood effect to all players, dealing periodic damage. Titan Keeper Hezril will aid players during the fight. His cleansing light affects a random target, cleansing putrid blood effects from them and their allies in a 10 yards radius. Cleansing light also destroys the corruption left by Vile Expulsion. Gear will be scaled to match and will follow Legion equipment system rules. Coming to Project UWOW. See you in-game.